This video is for educational purposes only. Government of Nepal, Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Curriculum Development Center, Sanathini, Bhaktapur.
Saints and Sages of Nepal. Shivapuri Baba. The author of this is Suman Pokharel. Shivapuri forest is located north of the Kathmandu valley. There is an ashram of Shivapuri Baba, a yogi, inside the forest. After visiting the Shivapuri forest, students shared their experiences in class. Supriya said, "Friends, yesterday we went to the ashram of Shivapuri Baba inside the Shivapuri forest. Our teacher had sent us to gather information about him. We learned about him from the people responsible for the ashram's upkeep. He was one of the great sages of this era. Shivapuri Baba lived for 137 years and spent 38 years alone in the Shivapuri forest. Even before his death, his hair had not turned grey. His back was slightly bent, but his eyes were as sharp as ours. There was something even more surprising. While he meditated, a leopard used to sit close to him. Only after some people saw the scene did the word spread about his immense spiritual power. After that, crowds of people started visiting him. He always advised visitors to speak well, think positively, serve the weak, and do their duties on time. I really liked his teachings." After saying this, Supriya returned to her seat. Then it was Nalan's turn to share his experience. The name Shivapuri Baba was given to him after he settled in Nepal. Before that, his name was Govinda Nanda Bharti. He was born in Kerala, India. It is said that as soon as he was born, he smiled, which is quite unusual. His grandfather was an astrologer, and he predicted that this child would become a saint. True to the prophecy, Baba left home at the age of 18. By the age of 12, he had memorized all 4 Vedas and other significant Sanskrit scriptures. After leaving home, he went deep into a dense forest in India. There, he survived on wild plants and roots, meditating for 25 years. Eventually, he attained enlightenment and realized the existence of God. Nalan sat down, and the teacher signaled Karuna to share her thoughts. Karuna smiled and began speaking. After becoming a yogi, Baba decided to travel across his country and abroad. He traveled throughout India before embarking on a world tour. He wandered the world for 40 years. If it were today, this wouldn't be a big deal, but back then, he traveled entirely on foot. I came to believe this after reading about it in a book written by foreign scholar J.J. Bennett. Baba visited places of worship of all religions, Christian churches, Muslim mosques, Buddhist monasteries, and Hindu temples. Although he followed Hinduism, he never hated anyone. He believed that people of any religion could attain God through good deeds. During his visit to Britain, Queen Victoria greatly honored him. She was amazed by his wisdom, demeanor, and inner strength. She even requested him to stay in Britain until her death. Baba mesmerized people by narrating stories from the Ramayana and Mahabharata in English. Even while staying there, he advised everyone to remain true to their faith and work for both personal and societal welfare. He preached that people become religious through their actions, not just prayers. He also said that true happiness cannot be attained without realizing the truth. His teachings were widely appreciated. After Queen Victoria's death, Baba left Britain. After finishing, Karuna returned to her seat. Finally, it was Aradhana's turn to speak. Baba considered wisdom, intelligence, morality, discipline, and duty as the essence of life. After becoming a monk, he once returned to his birthplace. At the age of 70, he went back to his home but could not recognize it. After much effort, he finally found his house, only to discover that his parents and only sister had already passed away. He renounced all the wealth and property that remained in his home. During his travels, Baba came to Nepal and decided to settle here. He arrived in Nepal on the occasion of Shivaratri. At that time, Nepal allowed foreign monks to stay for only 7 days. As he was about to leave, a British man recognized him. He was none other than the British ambassador to Nepal. The ambassador had met Baba when he was a student in Britain and understood his wisdom and spiritual power. Because of the ambassador's efforts, Baba received permission to stay in Nepal permanently. After that, he started living in the dense forest of Shivpuri. As Baba lived there, more and more people began visiting him. When King Mahendra ascended the throne in Bikram Sambat 2013, 1956 AD, India's President Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan came to Nepal for the coronation ceremony. A car was sent from the royal palace to pick him up from the airport, but the president went directly to Shivapuri to meet Baba before attending the ceremony. This incident further proved that Baba was no ordinary monk. Many high-ranking officials from various countries also visited him. His views on human duty, divine realization, and moral conduct were widely respected. After traveling the world, Baba finally made Nepal his last refuge. He transformed the once ordinary Shivapuri forest into a sacred place. In Bikram Sambat 2020, 1963 AD, he attained Mahasamadhi, eternal liberation. With this, Aradhana concluded her speech.